Hello and welcome to today's video on living life authentically. In a world where social media and societal expectations often pressure us to present a certain image, it's important to remember the value of authenticity. So what does living life authentically mean? Fitting in is becoming who you think you need to be in order to be accepted. Belonging is being your authentic self and knowing that whatever happens, you belong to you. Authenticity is a daily practice of letting go of what you think you're supposed to be and embracing who you are. Living life authentically means being true to yourself, your beliefs, and your values. It means living a life that is aligned with your core self rather than conforming to the expectations of others. This may involve taking risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, and being vulnerable. However, the rewards of living an authentic life are immense. You'll feel more fulfilled, content, and empowered to pursue your passions and dream. Human beings are social creatures and live in community with others. Social pressures such as how to behave, what to wear, what to be, and other facets of our lives can influence the choices we make and how we make them. It can also affect how we construct our own identities and whether we honor our own uniqueness. In some cases, the desire to conform and meet the expectations of others can affect our emotional health and our ability to have healthy relationships with other people and ourselves. A great example of social pressure is what we must achieve by a certain age. For example, young adults are expected to complete their degrees, get a job, buy a house and a car, get married, and have children. However, life doesn't always go as planned or expected, and we find ourselves being pressurized to achieve all of these things, yet our journeys are unique. In my case, it took me a while before I could get on my feet. I only started my first degree 5 years after completing high school. And because of what society expects, I remember someone saying to me, "You're too old. Most of your peers have achieved X, Y, and Z." And I remember saying to the person, "Some of the people you're comparing me to have had parents who've set a foundation for them. I haven't had that." And honestly, I was grinding. I wasn't a person I didn't have the victim mentality, feeling sorry for myself and waiting for people to do things for me. I've always been a person if something doesn't work, what can I do to help myself? How can I grow? How can I get better? And that's the kind of person I am. And so for someone to say something like that, it was quite disheartening. Anyway, so I began to compare myself to others. I began to compare my journey to other people. And it was really a depressing time until I began to let go of what society expected of me. And I began to embrace who I was and my journey. So how do we live life authentically? Tip number 1, know yourself. Understanding who you are, what your beliefs are, what your values are is key to living an authentic life. Take time to reflect and identify what makes your journey or you unique. Tip number 2, let go of fear. Fear often holds us back from living life authentically. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, and fear of failure. Letting go of fear can be liberating, and it can open up new opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Tip number 3, be honest. Honesty is a fundamental aspect of living an authentic life and an essential step to living life authentically. Be honest with yourself and others about your thoughts, your feelings, and intentions. Tip number 4, embrace vulnerability. Being vulnerable means taking risks and opening yourself up to the possibility of rejection and failure. However, vulnerability is also the key to forming deep, meaningful connections with others. Finally, practice self-compassion. Living life authentically can be a challenging journey, and it's important to be kind and compassionate to yourself. Celebrate your successes, forgive your mistakes, and treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer to a friend. Thank you for watching this video on living life authentically. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below. Until next time, goodbye.